Hi, and welcome to another edition of Totally Awesome Fishing, where we aim to give you the easiest tips for catching the biggest fish, we hope. We're going to go sea fishing today. We're going to try and catch rays off the nab tower around the Eastern White area. We're going to be using a Coniflex 20-pound rod, Shimano TLD 15 reel, some of the new Gardner braid, which is really good, and I'll just show you the end rig and we're away fishing. Okay, end tackle is so simple. A zip slider. I got that straight onto my braid. You can fish a rubbing leader. A small bead, a swivel, and then, this is important, I leave this on my rod and reel all the time. The end tackle, the trace, is separate. I get one of these clips, I clip on my end tackle. This happens to be about 8 or 10 feet of shore shot leader, a foot down, and I've already got one hook coming off there. Already got the single hook coming off. Then the other end of the ledger is about 6 or 7 feet. It's a long way down the leader. I put my end bait. This is an owner hook, but I put a little attractor on there, and I've got some red plastic as well, trying to catch their eye. These rays, although they say they're scent feeders, I believe are visual as well. So we're going to be fishing with Wayne Comben out of the boat Taran, and we're going to see if we can catch some of these rays for you. 2 final tips before you get to put all this in the water. You're using a zip slider boom. It's not very long. Don't drop it down too fast because you're going to spin up and tangle. Second, use just enough lead to hold the bottom. You'll get more bites from the rays. You've seen it. We're going to see the bait later in the program. There's only one thing to add. Let's go fishing. Well, it didn't take long. We just come out this mark that Wayne's got, the nab tower mark we're going to call it. It's just outside the nab tower. Squid's down. 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes of fish on. We're hoping it's one of the, either thornback or a blonde ray or something. And the weather forecast has changed a bit, so we're not sure how long we'll be out here for. But it certainly feels halfway. Oh, decent fish. Oh yeah, it's a blonde. Two hooks, one's got sandhill, one's got squid. He's swimming, I think he's taken a small sandhill. Yeah, he took a sandhill, a tiny sandhill. I've even put that down, I'll show you the packet. Just these small eels, little small ammo ones. They've been in and out the freezer 94 times. Thank God I bought them, and he's got it just there. Look how that mouth comes out, he says, not wanting to get caught with a hook. Oh, yeah, he feels it.
Quite a nice male fish.
There we go. So that's good. On Wayne's nab mark. And we'll see what the rest of the day brings. That's not bad for first fish. My saying's going to be now, that's a totally awesome long ray. We released that fish just now. Within a minute, Wayne's rod's gone, and he got a second fish hooked up. It's acting pretty much the same way, so I would guess it's some form of ray again. It's got a pretty good bend in the rod anyway.
It does seem to be the favoured bait in this particular spot though. They do like launce or sandhill. You'll catch them on squid and mackerel as well, but launce and sandhill in particular.
You got what braid on there, braid? What sort of strain is that braid?
This is 30-pound. It's Berkeley Whiplash actually. This is. Yeah, I think next time I'll go up to 50-pound braid though, because you can get so much of it on the reel. And 30's good, but think 50 will give you a little tiny bit more, possibly a bit more abrasion resistance, I don't know, but I'm certainly going to go up to 50 anyway. There's my rubbing leader.
You got your rubbing leader up already, yeah?
It's just coming in now, so...
Yeah, another blonde, mate.
Yeah.
And a bunch of weed. So what's the glove for, Wayne? Just grip the fish?
Yeah, just when I grab that mono, helps not so much the fish, I don't mind the fish, but when I hold that mono like that, because I'm not going to bring this fish aboard, I don't think. I mean, that's...
Can you T-bar it off it there?
Yes. Yeah. As you can see, he made a bit of a mess of the lawns. There's the hook, nicely in his mouth. So that'll be a piece of cake just to flick him out. Another male fish, actually. There's 2 males we've had.
Oh, look at that one then. And that's up on the rig we showed you earlier on. So it shows you it's working. It's pretty black out here at the moment, but we've had 3 fish in, I can't tell you, 10 minutes. So we're just going to give it as long as we can, and then away.
Okay, well we've managed to find a 1-day weather window, so we've come south of the Nab Tower on some banks out here. There's a series of broken ground, a few undulating parts, some pinnacles and bits and pieces, but we've actually anchored on a gradual sloping bank. The tide is running that way, so our bait's all dropping back. And what I'm going to use for the first bait will be a squid. And all I do for the presentation on this, I'll just pull the head off, leaving all those nice bits of custard attached. Don't have to do this, but I'll just put a couple of little slices in there through the tail end 3 times. I can do that because I've got a nice big 8-0 Shaughnessy hook on, and then the head goes on afterwards. Yeah, we're in again.
Hello, another one.
Looks like another ray. Go.
Oh, he's off. Oh. Wonder if he's going to come back. Oh, just nicely that one.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll pop him off in the water as well. There you go, a little chunk of sand eel, you can see there, launce I should say.
And that one's a male, and you can see at the back the claspers. Down the back, they're the long claspers.
Yep. But what I'm going to do now is put a macro on. Couldn't be simpler. I'm just going to do a nice tail root, basically tail off, because that spins. About that I'll do, and this is really simplicity itself. All I'll do here is I just go sideways on through the nice strong bit of that root, and then that really is as simple as that. Now a lot of people will say that will swing up and swing down. In this tide it don't, it just stays like that, and I'm pretty sure that that'll be a good bait for a blonde ray, and you'll see in a minute, because I'm absolutely certain that's going to pick a fish up. Okay, well, next bait I'm going to try is another piece of sand eel or launce. Now this is personally how I do it. I'm not suggesting that this is the only way, or this is the way you should do it, but this is just the way that I do it. Now when they're this size of eel, I basically take it in half and I thread it on sort of worm fashion, if you like. So it goes basically down the hook just a little way, just bend it round the shaft a tiny bit, and bring it out like that. And all I do then is I just nick it through again, just slightly through the skin, just ever so slightly through the skin like that. Now that might look, again, that may not look the greatest of baits to a lot of people, but I can assure you that all the rays that I've pulled up on sand eel so far have been like that. I think that shows the eel works. Small female. About bigger because she was tied around the rope. There she goes.
We've got another fish on now, but this one looks a bit different. Certainly fighting differently. It's on whole squid. It's really sort of twanging and banging around to start with. Doesn't feel like those rays. Oh, got him. It's a smooth hound and several lines, which could be fun. Get the fish first. Well, unless you've got 14 hours, you won't want to see it unwrapped and unhooked. It might be some time. But there you go, another species. Nice little smooth hound, and in an incredible mess. We just had that smooth hound and Wayne had to bite straight away. Weather's changed, we're wrapping up a bit. But looks like halfway decent fish, this one. Fast bit of thrashing around to start with, and then it just seemed to go like heavy, wasn't it?
Yeah, although hounds sometimes, they don't always run. They do scorching runs, sometimes they come out a little easier, and then when they get to the surface they go crackers. But
no, it's a ray. Small eye. It's a small eye ray, yeah. It's a nice small eye. That's a nice fish, that one. That is a good one.
That's a fair sized net. But that is also a fair sized small eyed ray.
It looks a good one, yeah. What was that on, Wayne?
Yeah, good question. I can't remember
whatever it is, he's eating it.
It'll either be squid or a piece of mackerel. I'm not certain what I had on that one. Just a little stick. I'll tell you what, I'll give myself 9-10 to be fair with that. Right, well, lovely. That's a very nice small-eyed ray. £9, 10 ounces.